your Wondercon been?
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
You came back from the panel?
Yeah, we just finished. Yeah. Were you out there?
I wasn't there.
Okay. What's in there?
The show. Like,
Alright. Yeah, we just got here. I haven't had a chance to, go anywhere other than the green.
How was the reaction? Did you have a lot of questions about the last episode?
Yeah, it was great. But the thing is, it's so hard because, we can't really say anything. Because everything's so connected, and if you say one thing, it leads to, everything.
Right. How far ahead, sorry, I won't log the questions, I promise. How far ahead did you guys know that was going to happen, that ending?
Danny?
Uh-huh.
We found out about 2 weeks before we were shot.
Because I was shocked.
I
I know it was supposed to be shocking, but
I know.
it was very sad.
I love him.
I knew somebody was going to die. They had talked about that, but I just wouldn't have. I would never have. He was the last one on my list.
I know. Because that was the whole point of the first half, to find him.
That's what we were saying. Yes.
But,
it was beautifully done, but it was very sad.
He really did a great job.
Did they coach you when you start to promote a show that's so based on plot twists and secrecy? Do they sort of sit everyone
No, they
down
just say, don't say anything.
Don't say anything?
They're like, whatever you're thinking, don't say it. I'm like, okay. No, they give us a right before they give us a list, they run through a list of things we can't say and we shouldn't say. Worries, and ideas.
Question about the stunts. There's a lot of old school weaponry and whatever. How much of that stuff do the actors actually do? And
we do it all. So if there's a fight sequence, we do the entire fight sequence, and then they have our stunt double come in and do that, and then they cut and paste what they like from each of us. But we get to do everything. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite thing that you've had to do?
I do. It's coming up this Monday.
Oh.
It's my favorite. I can say it because it's coming up on Monday. But I fought 12 guys at once. My first time.
12 guys?
With a sword. Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. So I was just turning around, and it was great. Yeah, it was so much fun. I can't wait. Hopefully they don't cut it. They better show it.
How long did it take?
Work.
How long did it take to record that?
That fight sequence was 17 hours.
They better not cut it.
They better not cut it. It was awesome.
Because I'm assuming there's a lot of training that goes into that too, learning how to.
The show is so fast that we learn our stunts the day we're shooting them, and then we break it up into pieces. But we don't usually know it the day before. We just show up, they show it to us, and then we shoot it in pieces. So. I love it. It's awesome. But the thing about our show is that I think it makes it a little different is that we shoot it in Wilmington, North Carolina. And so we're in our own little world. We're away from everybody, everything. So even though it's a really big show, or so I hear, I don't know, because we've been there since July. And we work 6 days a week, every single day, all of us. So we're just each other's little tight family in the woods. Because we really do shoot in places where there's no reception, there's no anything. So we're just in our own little world. So we don't know what's going on in the outside world, which is kind of weird because that's kind of the show in a way. But yeah, no, it's awesome to be on it. Everyone treats us great and we're having a great time. And we get to do cool things, but I don't know what's happening. We don't see billboards or anything like that in Wilmington.
I've been to Wilmington.
It's tiny.
You forget there's a world outside of Wilmington. It's gorgeous.
So imagine going to the woods of Wilmington. That's even more interesting.
So are you enjoying your experience with sci-fi fans and coming to the convention? It must be a huge departure from your normal fan base.
I love them. I used to go to Comic-Con for horror films that I did, and so back in the day. So I've just always kind of had that kind of interaction, and so for me it's not different. I think it's great. I think they're the most awesome fans because they're true and diehard, and they really, if they're a fan, they're a fan. For a long time. It's not just a phase or just because it's the cool thing.
Do you have an electronic device that you couldn't live without? If this stuff actually happened, what's the one thing you'd be the most upset about losing?
I guess would be I am so not a technologically like addicted kind of person. I could live without any of it. And I've actually, but my cell phone would be like peace for me. But I did, you know how like you're like laying in bed and then you see like an iPad, a computer, a cell phone, a phone remote, a this, a that, and I was just like, I'm done. So I just got rid of my cell phone for 2 years. I was like, I don't want it.
But you lived without a cell phone
I
for
lived
2
without a
years.
cell phone for 2 years. And then I went crazy and I needed it. Yeah.
Actually, kind of tying in with that, because like now we kind of live at a time when people are like trying to simplify their lives a lot. Are we going to see any of that in Revolution, like of people who kind of don't want the power to come back on?
Oh yeah.
Like, have you, not even just for like power, but just like, I like growing vegetables and living simply.
Well, no, not because they like living simply. I think it's more because they've seen, because the world is the way it is now in Revolution, so they know what having that will create. The corruption and all that stuff. So there are some people that fight, not because they don't want it, just because they don't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
Thank you so much, guys. Danielle's got to move next.